Subscribe to my channel Making Impossible and press the bell icon so that you don't miss any one of my upcoming videos. Yo, what's up friends? I'm Shalazari and welcome back to Making Impossible, the channel that teaches you how to make the impossible and be the smartest person in the room. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you an amazing card trick where you're going to do two color changes which are going to happen at different times but at the same place. This is a very amazing and a simple card trick which baffles the spectator every single time, and it's also very easy to do. So without any further ado, let's see the performance of this card trick and then we're going to know how it's done. This week's Instagram feature goes to Miracle Magicians. Follow them on Instagram. Link is given in the video description. I'll feature one lucky Instagram user every Monday in my Smack That Monday episodes. If you want your Instagram profile or page to be featured in my next Smack That Monday episode, follow the simple steps that are given in the video description. So now, let's continue. Alright guys, here's the performance of this card trick. Now as you can see, I have this deck of cards completely mixed up, right? Now still, if you suspect me of arranging these cards in any kind of order, I'm just going to mix these cards in front of you. So this is the first shuffle. Now let's move on to the second one and the last shuffle. Okay, so we have given this deck of cards 3 shuffles, right? Now the cards will be in another random order than it was before, right? So what we are going to do at this point is you're going to select a playing card, okay, and you're going to call out stop as I refill down the side of the deck. Okay, now let's say you call stop at this point. Alright, so this is the card that you called stop at, and this is your selection, the Ace of Spades. This is your card. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the Ace of Spades back somewhere in the deck of cards, right over here. The Ace of Spades goes back right there, and all the cards are right now bearing the Ace of Spades somewhere inside the center of the deck, right? Now what we are going to do is we are going to push this Ace of Spades inside the deck of cards, and right now I'm going to try to find out the Ace of Spades. Now if I turn this deck over and look through the cards and find out the Ace of Spades, there will be no magic in it, right? Now if I try to find out the Ace of Spades by looking at the back of the cards, it's pretty much impossible because all the cards look same from the back, right? So what I have to do is I have to do some magic, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to snap my finger. Then what happens is, as I spread the deck of cards, you will see one playing card has turned into blue. One playing card has changed its color, right? And that card is none other than the card that you have selected, the Ace of Spades, right? So I'm just going to keep that card right over there. So this is the first part of the trick. Okay, now as you can see, all the cards are pretty much mixed up, right? So if these cards are mixed up, then we can actually perform another trick in front of you, but we're going to try to perform the same trick. So what I'm going to do is I'm again going to give this deck of cards a shuffle just like this, and right now you're again going to select a playing card and you're going to call out stop just like you did before. So let's say you call out stop at this point. Now this is the selection and this is the playing card, the 9 of diamonds, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 9 of diamonds and then I'm just going to put it somewhere in the center of the deck, and right now I'm just going to snap my finger to change the card so that we can find out the 9 of diamonds, right? Now if you're looking at this hand thinking that I've changed the color of the 9 of diamonds, the back of the 9 of diamonds, no, I haven't done that. I've changed the card that is right over here. I've changed the Ace of Spades with the blue back to the 9 of diamonds with the blue back, just like that. So this is how the magic trick looks like. Let's see how you can do this card trick. Alright guys, here is how the card trick is done. Now for doing this card trick, you need to have a little bit of setup, and that is, you have to select one playing card from beforehand from this deck of cards, and I've selected the 9 of diamonds with the red back, and you have to select the same card from another deck of cards, that is another 9 of diamonds from the blue back. Okay, now you can also use a blue colored deck, and you can also use an extra red colored playing card. So it depends on you how you're going to perform this card trick. Now as you have these two cards, these two duplicate cards with different backs, what you're going to do is you're just going to place this card with the same colored back on the top of the deck, and you're going to put this card onto the bottom of the deck, and then you're going to start the trick. Now as I start the trick, I've showed the spectator just like this that all the cards are different. Okay, now as I show this to my spectator, I usually keep it for 2 seconds, not more than 2 seconds, and the spectator just gets a glimpse that all the cards are mixed up, and they don't actually see that there are two duplicate cards present over here and here. So what they do is they just look at the cards and they just get convinced that the cards are shuffled, but still you're going to give these cards another shuffle, a couple of shuffles, a couple of riffle shuffles, and you're going to just maintain the position of the top card and the bottom card at the position they are in. So what you're going to do is you're just going to riffle down almost to the half part of the deck. Now this card will be at the bottom, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to riffle down a couple of cards and then start riffling down this part of the deck. Okay, now as I riffle down, I'm just going to leave this part on the top because there is the 9 of diamonds on the other hand. So both of these cards kind of stays at their perfect position, that is the top and the bottom. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're just going to simply riffle down the side of the deck, and you're going to ask your spectator to call out stop at any point they want. So let's say they call out stop at this point. This is the Queen of Spades, and this will be their first selection. Now all you have to do is you have to spread this deck of cards, and then you're going to ask your spectator to put back the Queen of Spades right over here. Then as he puts the Queen of Spades back, you're just going to do the cull control, and you're just going to control the Queen of Spades to the bottom of the deck. Okay, so they see the Queen of Spades going inside, but you're actually controlling the Queen of Spades to the bottom of the deck, right below the 9 of diamonds with the other colored back. Okay, so what you're going to do at this point is, you know where their card is. Now you're going to build up a story just as I did in the performance, that you can turn over the deck of cards, and then you can just don't turn it over so much that they see this card, that their card is on the bottom of the deck. So just don't tilt these cards too much. You just do like this. Okay, just a little bit like this, and say to your spectator that I can turn over the deck of cards and I can look through the cards and find your card, but that will be not magical, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do something magical, and then you snap your finger, and what you're going to do is you're going to give it one cut. Okay, not more than one cut. You're just going to give it a simple one swing cut, or whatever cut you want to just give it. Just give only one cut. Okay, now in the performance I did mess up by giving it a multiple cuts, so for that reason I had to do a cull control again, and I have to like do the reposition the 9 of diamonds onto the top position again. So for that reason, so that you don't mess up, just make sure that you do only one swing cut, not more than that. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm just going to do one swing cut, one simple swing cut, and at this point if I spread the deck of cards, there will be the blue card, the 9 of diamonds right over here, then the spectator's playing card, and then we will be having the another 9 of diamonds right over here. Now what we are going to do is, as we spread the deck of cards, we are just going to say that the back of the card has changed its color, and you can see there is only one card that has changed and none other card. You're going to spread the rest of the deck just like this, and you're going to say that no other card has changed its back, and then you're going to just bring this entire part from the blue card to the top of this part, and then what you're going to do is a simple double lift. Okay, now at this point, after you have done the double lift, they will see that their card's back has changed its color. Now they are going to think that this is one card, but you are actually having the 9 of diamonds along with it. So they'll think that this is their card which has changed its color, and then you're going to take this card and casually keep it over here, saying that you're keeping the Queen of Spades away for this moment, right? And at this point what happens is you're actually keeping the 9 of diamonds over here, and the Queen of Spades is right over here on the top of the deck. Now what you're going to do is you're just going to cut the deck in half just like this, and then you're going to just slip the top card onto the center, and then you're going to just close it, and you're going to do that very casually, like you're shuffling the deck of cards. So while you're talking, you're just going to cut the deck of cards just like that, okay? And then what you are going to have is you're going to have the duplicate 9 of diamonds on the top of the deck. Now at this point you have to do the refill force, okay? And you have to just refill down the side of the deck, but before that you're going to take a break, and then you're going to just refill down the side of the deck of cards, and then as your spectator calls stop, you're just going to cut the deck of cards, and then you're going to force the 9 of diamonds to them. Now this time what you're going to do is you're again going to spread the deck of cards, and you're going to take the 9 of diamonds back over there, and then you're going to continue with your trick. So at this point you're going to give the same explanation as you gave at the first, but this time what you're going to say is you're going to say that I'm going to change the card, okay, so that it's easy for us to find the card. Now you're not going to say which card or which color or what color, because indirectly you are going to mean this card. So at this point your spectator will be looking at this hand, and you're going to say that no, not this hand, not over here. I'm not going to change the cards over here. I'm not going to change the 9 of diamonds, the back of the 9 of diamonds over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a simple thing that I'm going to change the Queen of Spades that is present over here into the 9 of diamonds with the same colored back, and then you snap your finger and turn this card, and then they are going to find out the 9 of diamonds. Now there are a couple of important tips that I need to give to you. That is, first, while your spectator is selecting the first card, you're just going to refill down the side of the deck, because in the second time you're also going to refill down the side of the deck, and you're going to do the refill force. So both of the selections must look like the same, right? Because if at the first time your spectator chooses a card while you have spread the deck, then on the second time if you're going to refill down the side of the deck, the spectator can suspect anything. So both of the selections should be same. The first time it won't be a force, the second time it will be a force. Now I have done the refill force, I have the tutorial, and the links are already given in the cards as well as in the description box for the cult control as well as the refill control. And the second tip is, while you're going to take back the card, you're just going to spread the deck of cards, okay? You're not going to just refill down again, okay? So while the spectator is going to select a card, you're going to refill down. While you're going to take back the card, you're going to spread the cards. And this is important because at the first spread, after the first selection, you're going to spread the deck of cards so that you can cult control the playing card. For example, let's say this card, the Queen of Clubs, you can cult control the playing card to the bottom of the deck, okay, while there is a different playing card. So you need to spread the deck at the first time while you are taking the card back, and so for that reason, so that every action looks the same and the spectator doesn't suspect anything, you're going to do that same type of spread, and in the second time you're not going to do any cult control. You're just going to spread the deck of cards and you're going to take back the card that the spectator has selected. So this is how the card trick is done, and these are the 2 tips that you need to keep in your mind, and that's it for the tutorial. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you did so, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Shoail Azhari. Also, if you have any questions, you can use the comment section for that, and don't forget to subscribe to my other channel, which is a pretty savage channel. I post funny videos over there, and the link to the channel will be given right in the description box as well as in the cards. And don't forget to smash the subscribe button of this channel if you're not a subscriber yet, and turn on the post notifications so that you don't miss my upcoming videos and my future Smack That Monday episodes. Peace!